All right, welcome back. Just checking in on the markets here as we buzz through this first hour. And Dow, a little bit of a recovery here in the green, just up 20 points, 18 and change. And Bitcoin still can't break through that 12,000 range at 11,475. I think there is another bout of consolidation here. If you remember, it was consolidating between 9 and 10. And then when it popped through 10,300, it almost went to 13 and came back down. Couldn't hold 12, consolidating again between 11 and 12 here. And I think there is going to be a nice pop coming off the strength being built up at this support level. You know, I'm always on top of Overstock.com lately. Just a month ago, it was $53. Today, it's $111. It did reach as high as 125, and it's down significantly from there. So I think there's a great value opportunity here. I bought some September 125 calls for myself, and I think it's going to be well higher than 125 by mid-September, but you be the judge if it's suitable for you. I don't know about anything, but I don't know anything what you should do. Educate yourself, make sure it's suitable, but take a look at Overstock. These e-commerce companies are doing well thanks to the pandemic. The market is a place where you need experts, you need help, and you need people who can guide you in the right direction. And every Wednesday, I'm joined by my good friend, Wall Street veteran Joe Hagan, the CEO and founder of Wealth Colony. And Joe, over at Wealth Colony, you guys do awareness, education. You bring people up to speed on all, cool things, alternative investments. You're really focused on self-directed IRAs where people can invest for the long term and get, some really good passive returns. What do you guys do at Wealth Colony from a research perspective before you even start talking to your friends and clients about it?
Great question. So as far as research, I like to run things up the flagpole for people that are experts in that space on a much higher pay grade than I am. Fintech experts when it comes to the world of fintech. And I'll give an example in the world of, in 2014, I was introduced in 2012 to Bitcoin, right? Because it ran to 1,000 and it was all the way back down. And I was convinced by experts in that space to do a mining operation on Litecoin because there was an edge in mining. It was a silver to Bitcoin's gold. And I really relied on the super intelligence of the people that were in that space. They were the earliest miners of Bitcoin out there. And, funny thing is, by 2017, John, like you talk about Overstock now, what about a year ago? By 2017, I went to get a liquid lunch, right, around the holidays and meet a trader. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to a bunch of people at the bar giving the same exact presentation and pitch on Bitcoin and Litecoin that I was giving 3 years ago. The only difference in 2014, it was like $2 a coin. And in 2017, at this point, it was like $350, $375 a coin. So what we like to do at Wealth Colony clearly is do the research first. We like to get in early. We're okay being patient. And when it's really trendy, we look to get out. And, we did that with Bitcoin and Litecoin, even though I think Bitcoin long term, I agree with you. I think it's going to have a run here. It's been consolidating nicely. But take the world of data, right? I talked on your show, Data Dog at 33, went to 100. I think last week's show, I talked about a pullback to 75. It's back to 88. I mean, I think that one continues to go. But what people don't realize is how much their own data is worth. Imagine, John, a company or a person having their data on a balance sheet. And that's coming. It's going to be just like cryptocurrency became an asset class. Data will be on a balance sheet. It'll be used as collateral for a bank will lend against that. So there's a lot of ways to monetize the market. Not just stocks and bonds, but there's crypto, there's now data. And, people, you need to learn and expose themselves. And, one of the things you mentioned that's really like the e-commerce with Overstock.com is doing well. One of the things that's really booming globally, not just in the U.S., is people looking for stay-at-home businesses, like a virtual business. And lo and behold, InvestView has a business that's really benefiting from this trend.
Now, Joey, I just want to, I have to do this. I want to remind our viewers out there that both Joe Hagan and I are significant shareholders in InvestView, the parent company of Kuvera. We're not sharing any non-public information with you, nor are we soliciting you to buy InvestU, but you may want to learn a little more about it and see if it is suitable for you. Joey, so InvestU was doing amazing things with Apex. Got a lot of people involved in the alternative passive income economy. I know you've been working on this new preferred offering. It was a nice way for people to get into and learn, wet their feet a little bit with the crypto on the Apex program. But now the Kuvera division seems to be taking off, it looks like, because of the pandemic. What's the effect of that?
Well, like I said, people are looking for businesses to stay at home. And if you're at home, or if you're laid off, or if you're worried about this economy and your job, the whole idea is to get financially fit, right? So that's actually what Kuvera does. It gives you tools, it gives you education, it gives you, trade alerts, right, that you can follow and implement yourself. It's actionable intelligence. So in the world of a stay-at-home business, this isn't something where I'm going to put some makeup on and say, oh my God, or a cream on and say, oh my God, I'm really looking that much younger and the wrinkles are gone, or a juice that is $26 and you go to Costco and it's $3. It's not a pill or any of that stuff. So it's really comforting for people to say, you know what, I could use this product, which is financial education, and what I can do is actually make money with it without recruiting anyone. So it's unique in that regard in the world of network marketing, but for sure, if you're doing really well, it makes sense to share it with people. So naturally, that business has really been taking off. And yeah, I've been a long-term investor in InvestU since the very beginning. My shares are locked up. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with helping people that are looking for a side hustle or maybe even a full-time job. And I've got a great partner there at Kuvera Global. His name is Anthony Napolitano, and he's full-time into it, and he's really helped a lot of people begin and flourish with their own stay-at-home business.
Okay, so just to be clear out there, folks, as I mentioned, Joe and I are both shareholders, and Joe said it there, but in case you missed it, both Joe and I are subject to lockup agreements. So it's not like we're trying to tell you about this company so you go buy some and the stock runs up and we can sell. We're subject to lockups. We're not trying to sell. We're long-term investors in this thing. It's a couple of cents, 2.5 cents. Take a look at it if you like it. But Joe, people that want to get more information and know more about how to, the whole MLM thing over the years has been like lotions and potions and wines and all this other crap. And you sell it to your immediate friends and then they keep sending you stuff to your house for months and months and months. Kuvera is, you can cancel after 1 month. And the only thing they're sending you is information to educate your friends and family and others, and that's what you're selling, financial education. Where could people go to get in touch with you, to learn a little more about what's happening and get a little education from one of the best, Joe Hagan?
So you can, I believe it's script at mykuvera.biz. Okay, script is SCRYPT, right? But really just email me at joe@wealthcolony.com, and I could send you, some videos and an introduction. If you need a conversation, a discussion, I'll introduce you to Anthony, who has a lot of partners and a lot of people that really from nowhere started up their own business, and I'm really happy that they did.
All right. Well, Joe, thank you. And always great having you to educate our audience. Thank you. You out there, check out wealthcolony.com and ask for Joe Hagan. He'll treat you like family. He's one of our best friends on this show, that's for sure. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with model actress, supermom Xen Sams. Right.